So we all have different goals in life. Not everyone wants to be the same. It'd be a boring world if that was the case. So did I personally try to become sunshine? I did. I wanted to become a breatharian. I've seen people do it. They're eating way too low protein to make sense. I'm like, I could become you. So I was just listening to my body for the longest time, and then I broke down physically and mentally. I didn't want to live. The starvation experiment's over. I'm not a breatharian. I failed you.
Banana Man, a man without hands, handed me a can of ham and a panda bandana, an anagram for handshakes. Banana Anaconda, land of Amanda. Alabama scammed you. A wise man named Alan Orlando Dallin from Atlantis said his hand hurts. Why don't you care?
So you may have noticed over the past couple months, I may have shed a couple pounds. I was dropping like it hot. Thank you so much, by the way, for letting me know down there. Oh my God, you're starving, you're sickly. What happened to you? Eat a steak, bro. Go fuck your steak. So here's the deal. I just wanted to start listening to my body. Something was off. I was eating, I felt like too much at some point, and I was having these afternoon slumps and things weren't right. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna bring intermittent fasting back. And so I started doing that, and I'm just listening to my body, and I would have one fruit meal at probably noon, and then another starch meal at dinner, and it was 2 meals a day, and I was feeling better, and it was like, energy's good. Yeah, man, I'm running off air. And I realized after entering my calories into Chronometer, I was like, wow, squash are like 200 calories each. I'm eating one of them for dinner, and I ended up being like 12-year-old girl calories, and I was losing quite a bit of weight, but I felt okay until I didn't. And I started to get sad and depressed, and I didn't want to do anything. I'm just moping around the house. I'm like, my life is perfect. What the hell is wrong with me? And then I heard something about starvation and depression. I was like, maybe I'm just under eating calories. Is that it? So I started ramping it up. And I came back to life, just eating more like a normal person, a human boy, some might say I am. I was just looking for some magic. I wanted to see myself build a bunch of muscle on no protein whatsoever and just defy everybody out there. They're like, oh, you need a gram per pound of muscle. And I'm like, do you? Watch this. And then I lose all my muscle. It's like, okay, never mind on that one. I hope no one heard me. It sucks. So like I wanted to be breatharian, and there are examples, but somehow they do it, and I'm not there yet. I keep trying to reach for the stars, and I burn my hands. Oh, they're hot, those stars. So don't just stay in your lane. It's funny because since I only do calisthenics, it's very confusing that I go fruitarian, I start losing weight, and then obviously I'm pushing less weight. And so I'm like, oh, look, I got more reps, huh? Protein's a myth, bitch. And so like I'm just doing stuff, and then eventually it kicks in to where like, okay, I've stabilized at this low ass fruit weight, and now my reps are dropping, and I don't care that much about strength, but when my mood drops as well and my will to live, it's like, okay, let's have some rice. I was still able to have a decent amount of muscle mass, not like, oh my God, how are you doing that? Like not a bodybuilder, but even on that super low protein, low calorie, like everyone would say, don't do that to build strength. Like I still had plenty of strength. So when it comes to like how much protein do you need, it's like not much, but it's some. I've been all over the spectrum over the past decade trying every single variance of protein level, from fruitarian, like 20 grams of protein a day, to carnivore, 300. And then everywhere in between. And what I've noticed is you can go super low protein and still feel good if you eat enough calories. So like, I'll throw that out there. Just fruits and potatoes and veggies. You can do that totally. You might not win an Olympic weightlifting tutorial. That might not happen. Although Doug Graham won some kind of championship, but it's like a 70-year-old man championship. Let's be real about the competition here. Like, yeah, you could push over an old 30-year-old dog. Wouldn't be that hard, and you won. But like, come on now. when I went from vegan to carnivore that first time, like I started putting on the mass. Like it was insane, the strength. Like I was very used to like matching my reps from last week and sometimes beating them by 1. And then all of a sudden I'm like beating them by 5, moving on to the next exercise. I'm like, holy shit, we're leapfrogging. So protein actually does something. I think we can all agree on that. It's just, what's the least amount that you need? And what's that threshold to where it's actually injuring you because you're eating too much, and then there's the waste products from that. So right now, what I'm doing is just keeping it low. Not like, okay, I need tons of beans now and all this tofu. Like I'm not doing any of that. I'm having some mung beans, half a cup cooked. That's my protein source, just because it's cooling the pitta. So it helps me Ayurvedically. So it's like, I'm doing fruit meal for breakfast, very low protein. Then the rice and bean thing, there's some protein in it. And then dinner is usually a starch, like bananas and veggies, no beans, just some peas. It's like I'm still way below, like maybe half a gram per pound of protein. Like we're under there. But what I'm trying to pay attention to is, how is my mood? Because when I'm too low on everything, just calorie restricted, intermittent fasting fruitarian, I don't feel very happy. I'm just sad. So eat more. Okay, I would eat more fruit, but most of it's acidic and it hurts my teeth. So I need to turn to the starch and veggies, and that's more balancing and it feels better. In the summertime, maybe we'll find something, a farm near, with sweet fruit and it's not too acidic. So I'm just trying to eat way more food in general and not be all about protein, just more calories, more starch, more fun. And it is fun to eat. So it's like, okay, you don't have to convince me to start binge eating everything. So everything's in control, feel better, just paying attention to the mood. And then when it comes to like, if you're overdoing protein, I think it's kind of hard to know, other than you'll start smelling more sour and you'll start getting the bags. Like I had some salt last night. So like if I look a little puffy today, I'm sorry. Like I just had leftovers from that vegan restaurant thing, and it was just like simple rice and beans and corn and quinoa. But there's probably some salt, they hide it and everything. So it's like, okay, we're back to low salt, no salt. But I'm aiming to keep that protein at like half a gram per pound, something like that. Like it's very modest, under 70 grams of protein for me. And I think that even I could drop it a little bit, maybe. The RDA is actually 0.36 grams per pound. That's insanely low, but that'll keep you alive. I don't know about like monkey strength stuff in your life. So like bumping it up a little to 0.5, okay. But like everybody's doing, like I do 2 grams per pound, and like your carnivore, it's hard to not get 200 plus grams if you're eating meat. So I respect the high fat meat eaters who are like, okay, let's keep that down like near my levels of protein. But then what are you eating? Just lard. It's tasteless. So I don't think you have to go out of your way to add protein sources to your meal. Just make sure you're eating enough of whole foods and maybe have a little bit of beans in there. You could do worse. Come on, it's a longevity food. Come on. And like most grains are quite high. If you're actually having quinoa, it's like 15% protein. It's ridiculous, too much. So I'm doing mostly fruits and white rice and bananas. And a little bit of beans make it in. Lots of veggies, broccoli sprouts in there. Blueberries for the antioxidants, come on. So it's common sense. Eating more food feels good for now. We'll see. Maybe I'll have to slim down, but it's fun being flubberized, get a little fat, and stop body shaming yourself. So many people were just judging each other. Oh, you're too skinny, you're too fat. Now you're the perfect weight. Stay here forever. It's like, who cares? Like, are you happy? Cool. Like, obviously if you're obese, you're gonna run into issues long term. But if you're too skinny, you might also die. We've seen the raw vegans detoxing, and then they don't wake up that one night. And then it's like, you did it, you won. You detoxed your life and your soul. Cool, but like eat some food. I don't know, we seem to need it. For now, of course. Just thumb out the video. You're gonna thumb down this video. I think I know why. It's because you're developing a protein powder right now, And in it are 3 different protein mixes. Frog bone protein. That's the worst one, but whatever. There's 2 more. Cockroach wing protein extract. Bee fiber protein. Well, congratulations on making the least ethical protein ever consumed by man. It's not sustainable. I will not be eating crickets, and I will not be happy. I will own something, and I will create joy in my life. So, eating food, huh? I'm gonna go eat some very soon. A little rice and bean and veggie mix. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, that's good times. Thank you for the Bitcoin donations. It's gonna rise again one day. Subscribe for right now,